Hey guys, welcome back. So as I said, today I will be working on head studs, and I also have that complete upper end gasket kit that allowed me to complete everything here. I went ahead and I already got it in my lifters. I sat there and I dipped them in some Mobile One, or well, I'm sorry, Castrol, before I put it in. As you can see, I got everything all done right here. I went ahead and razor bladed the whole surface here. As you can see, it looks a lot cleaner than it was. And yeah, so we're going to install these, and we're going to go ahead and install the heads and reinstall the push rods, and we're going to do all of that today. Let's get started. Oh, hey, if you haven't already, go ahead, like, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's get this motor completed so we can get it in that S10. All right, so gonna start off. I have some of this Lucas high performance assembly lube. We're gonna go ahead and I'm going to put it on each one of these before I put it in there, and then we're gonna torque each one of these down to 10 foot-pounds. And yeah, let me just go ahead and get through it. Let's show you what I mean here. So what I'm doing is yeah, so you can see it. Don't really want to get it all over the place. I mean, you know, I'm not adding a buttload, just adding some. This is just going to help it get the proper torque. That way I don't have any issues. So but basically that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put all these in the same way, and you can see what that's like whenever I get done. So they said that these would fit my motor. See how this one is this high, and you see how this one is this high? I have the two different sizes, and this one it still has plenty more to go, actually, to go down. So this is not going to work. Now, what I'm probably going to do, since it's a budget build, is I'm probably going to reuse these front ones. I know everybody in the comments is going to say you can't reuse them. I fully agree with you. You should not reuse them. But yeah, I don't think any of these are going to work, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't think any of these are going to work, to be honest with you. Alright, so unfortunately those head studs will not work. This is an 04 5.3 right here. This is an 04 5.3, and I bought some that were supposedly good for an 02 to 2011 5.3. And it's not like I have some magical block or anything that is not a 5.3. It is totally a 5.3. If I could just find that designation on here. Let's see. Wait, it's on the front. Yeah, see, it is clearly a 5.3 or 4.8, one of the two, but it's 5.3. I know that. I checked the number on the crank. But it's amazing. It's freaking amazing. So since it's a budget build, as a way of testing, what I'm actually going to see is what damage will be done by reusing the original head bolts. I don't like doing it, but in this time, yeah, I'm gonna send those back, and I'll get the ones that I need, so when things go bad, if they go bad, then I have something to put in there. But yeah, we're just gonna trudge on through and see what happens. So some of y'all are gonna be saying, no, you can't do that, you can't reuse your head studs or your head bolts. Well, you're right, you're not supposed to, but I'm going to. So let me clean them up, and I'll get right back with you. So I picked up this it's basically got the head gaskets and all the other gaskets to actually replace the head gasket. So what we're going to do is we're going to install most of it. I'm not going to be installing the windage, or not the windage, but the tray here, because I got to replace that. I got to replace one of the knock sensors. So I'm not going to do that right away, but I am going to get the heads on, and then we'll go from there. So I just wanted to show you this. This cost me, I think it was like $45 on eBay. You pay for what you get, so we'll see how it goes. Budget build, you know, no more budget than an entire gasket kit for $45. All right, so here, you record? You are. So what I like to do around the water jacket is put a little graph. I've seen a lot of people do that. It's just something to help. So just something I'm gonna do. Put it on both sides. I don't have to hold it now though. So as you can see, I have it on the top right there, and so now I'm going to go and I'm going to add some to the bottom. This just helps, you know, prevent any issues later on down the line. So all right, so this is one of them right here. As you can see, it's in fairly good condition. So I'm gonna lube them up and I'm gonna reuse them. I know a lot of people are gonna be saying do not do that, but you know, it is what it is. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's cut to the time lapse, and yeah, we'll get this taken care of. Alright guys, so while installing this one, I found something that could either be a deal changer or just a bit of a hassle. So you can see right in there, that is a broken bolt in one of the, on the exhaust side. And not only is that one there, but there's also this one right here too. So I'm gonna have to drill that out, and this should be enough to get one of my extractors on and pull this off. I haven't looked at the other side, so let's put my phone over here real quick. Let's see. Make sure that there's not anything going on this side. All right, I don't see any holes that are solid there. So this looks like that's it. But as you can see, I have the heads on. They're completely torqued down. Yeah, next thing to do here will be to go ahead and put my push rods and rocker arms back in, and then yeah, button those up. But yeah, we'll get to that in just a second. I have everything laid out here. Hey, don't be licking those, they're not for you. They're all laid out individually as far as where I gotta go. So there's all that. So I'm gonna start putting those back in. I'm gonna go ahead and put in all the push rods, and then I'll put in the rockers, and yeah. Oh, all right guys, so I actually forgot to record doing the valve lash. So I just went through and set it at top dead center for the #1 piston, and then tightened down the various sequence of valves that I was able to tighten down to 22 foot-pounds, and then turn the crank 360 degrees and did the same thing. And so now, as you can see, I have gotten that all done. It's all buttoned up like it should. So I mean, next thing to do is, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and put my valve covers back on, because I'm done inside there and I'd like to protect that as much as possible. I might go ahead and put this on just to kind of cover it up and protect it, but yeah, I'll show you what it looks like when I get completely done. As you can see, it's pretty done, but it's just a touch more to do. So I'll get back to you in just a second. Going on. All right, so here we are. My battery had kind of died, so I wasn't able to complete everything that I wanted to complete as far as filming, but I was able to button this thing completely up. I got this thing, this is secured right here. I got this motor used, so it didn't have any bolts to hold on here, no bolts here. It was missing a bolt on the right there. That's one of the intake manifold bolts. It's missing. It didn't have. You know, whenever you buy a used motor, you're gonna have little things like you know, like this and this happening. So those are gonna be fixed. You know, they'll be fixed in time. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get that one that's broke off at the basically flush. I think I'm just gonna have to drill it out and see if I can't get it out that way. But yeah, that one's gonna be interesting. The other one, I can get a grip on it and that won't be a problem. But yeah, basically this is everything right here that I'm doing today. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna pull the S10's motor out. That way I can go ahead and set this on up in there and see what I'm gonna have to do. I know that I'm not cleaning this intake manifold. You can see it's all nasty up in there, but the reason I probably can't use this one anyways because it's probably too tall to fit inside that S10. So I'm probably gonna have to go with the LS6 intake, LS1, whatever. That's why I didn't even torque these down. I just tightened them up just to, you know, so that it'll sit here, because I know that this is probably going to be too tall. But that's why I'm going to test fit it and see if I actually do need to. That's about it, guys. Did not do the bottom side. Bottom side is not buttoned up. I have to get a different oil pan. So if you know anything about these, I have to get a Corvette oil pan, I do believe, or they say the Hummer, which I don't know how that makes any sense, but whatever. So I gotta get the Hummer or the Corvette oil pan. It's gonna be a lot shorter. That's about it. I'll be putting in that windage tray then too, because I ain't doing it right now. But alright guys, that's gonna be all for today. Oh, hold on, let me get. Alright guys, so that's it for today. If you haven't already, go ahead, hit that like, subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. This build is just going to continue to grow, and I'd like you to be there with me. So come along for the journey, and I'll see y'all next time.